Hello everyone. Today, there is a story for you. It is a quiet story, the kind that slowly enters the heart. By the end of this story, you will understand how owning your power can change the direction of your life. In a growing Indian town filled with half-built houses and busy roads, lived a young man named Arav. The town never truly slept. Morning brought loud shutters and honking scooters. Evenings brought warm lights, street vendors, and tired faces. Arav moved through this town every day, but his mind felt distant. He worked at a small printing shop near the main market. The shop was old. The walls were stained with ink. Machines made slow, heavy sounds. Arav designed banners, posters, and small advertisements. He worked quietly, focusing on details others missed. He adjusted colors carefully. Colors us. He fixed spelling mistakes. He stayed late without complaint. Customers noticed. "You work with heart," one customer once said. "You don't rush." Arav smiled politely, but praise never stayed with him long, because Arav doubted himself more than anyone else. Inside his heart lived a dream, a simple one. He wanted to open his own design studio. Not a big office, not something expensive. Just a clean room, a table, a computer, a space where he could work freely. He imagined it clearly. The quiet mornings, the focused hours, the feeling of creating something of his own. But imagination felt safe. Action felt dangerous. Arav always found reasons to wait. I need more experience. I need more money. I need more confidence. So, he waited. Every evening, after closing the shop, Arav walked home slowly. He passed a narrow lane with old buildings and peeling paint. In that lane sat Mr. Sharma, an elderly man who repaired watches. The shop was tiny, so small that most people missed it. But Mr. Sharma never closed early. Arav often stopped for a moment. He watched quietly. Tick, tick, tick. The sound filled the air. Mr. Sharma's hands moved slowly, but with certainty. No hurry, no fear. Arav felt something stir inside him. Late at night, Arav lay awake. The fan moved slowly above him. The room felt silent but heavy. Thoughts returned again. What if I fail? What if people laugh? What if I disappoint my family? Fear wrapped around him gently, like a habit. Days passed. At the printing shop, business slowed down. Fewer customers came. Machines stayed quiet longer. One afternoon, the shop owner spoke seriously. "I may reduce staff next month," he said. "Things are uncertain." Arav's heart tightened. Uncertainty scared him, but deep down, something else scared him more: staying stuck. That evening, rain fell suddenly. The streets became shiny. Reflections danced on the wet road. Arav stood under a shop shade. Watching the water flow forward, he noticed something important. The water never waited. It moved around stones. It found its way. A question rose inside him, heavy and honest. How long will I wait for safety that does not exist? That question followed him home. The next day, Arav again passed Mr. Sharma's shop. He stood quietly. After a while, Mr. Sharma spoke softly. "Young man," he said, "things don't change by thinking. They change when hands move." Arav nodded. Those words stayed with him. That night, Arav sat alone with a notebook. His hand trembled slightly. He wrote one word: "Start." The word looked simple, but it felt powerful. The next morning, Arav woke up before sunrise. The town was quiet. The air felt fresh. He cleaned an unused room in his house. Dust filled the space. His arms ached. He stopped once, then continued. He brought an old table. He arranged his computer. He wiped the window. There was no announcement, no permission, only action. The first weeks were uncomfortable. Some people rejected his designs. Some delayed payments. Some ignored his messages. Doubt returned often. But Arav did not run from it. He worked anyway. Each small task became a journey. Each failure became a lesson. Each improvement built quiet confidence. Slowly, people noticed. A grocery shop asked for a banner. A local teacher asked for posters. Then another request came. Late nights became normal. The small room felt alive. One day, the printing shop owner called. "I heard you started working on your own," he said. "Why didn't you wait?" Arav answered calmly. "I waited long enough," he said. "Now I am choosing." The call ended quietly. Months passed. Arav's studio did not become famous, but it became steady. One morning, sunlight entered the room softly. Arav paused his work. He remembered the fear, the hesitation, the long waiting, and he felt peace. Arav finally understood the truth. No one comes to give permission. No moment becomes perfect. Power begins. The day waiting ends. That realization felt calm, not loud. Arav did not become extraordinary overnight, but he became free. Free from fear, free from approval. It is a quiet decision made daily. And once that decision is made, life slowly responds. So, if you ever feel stuck, if you ever feel ready but unsure, remember this story. Stop waiting for permission. Own your power today. Take one small step, then another. Because life does not reward waiting. It responds to action. Take a deep breath. Batam, must, Batam, 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 and remember, every action has a reaction. If this story touched your heart, take a quiet moment and subscribe to this channel. These stories are made for people who are still finding their strength, for those who are learning to trust themselves again. By subscribing, you choose reminders that you are not alone, that growth is slow, and that your power already lives inside you. Stay with this channel. More stories are waiting for you, and sometimes, one story is all it takes to change a life.